This episode of Super Over is brought to you by DP World. From transporting the soil and grass 1,200 miles to New York for the ICC Men's T20 World Cup, through to the Beyond Boundaries initiative to make cricket more accessible. DP World's smart logistics help deliver the game at all levels. Smart logistics, beyond boundaries.
Welcome to talkSPORT Cricket here for the Super Over Jarrod, Kimber and Jeremy Coney, and we're going to be talking about lots of things. I think now, though, Jeremy, we can be pretty sure in why the curator didn't want India having a look at that wicket. There's a little bit spicy. There's a little bit of something in that surface.
Probably the best thing Pope did today, wasn't it? Win the toss.
Yeah.
Because conditions were very much in favour of bowling. Overhead conditions, thick, low cloud. As far as the grass was concerned on this surface, the only pitch we've seen accessing wells of moisture under the ground at this stage. So live grass and lush grass on the outfield. So the ball was going to remain in good condition right throughout the day if you were good enough to swing it. So all in favour of the bowlers. New bowling attacks for both sides once the both teams were named. So that really was a bowling day.
Yeah. So with that, some of the errors that Josh Sun had were because of the moisture. He was struggling to put his foot in the right area, but it was some of the most wayward bowling we've seen in a very long time. But even throughout the day, I just don't think England were good enough at putting the ball in the right area, delivery after delivery today. They just kept getting things wrong, line and length, full tosses and everything. That was quite disappointing. I think if you're an England fan and you haven't been watching this at all, you'd be like, oh, that's okay. We're still in the game yet. But they bowled really bad. Cool.
Atkinson aside,
yes,
I thought
sure.
He was the pick of the bowlers, certainly, bowling, say, between low 80s and mid 80s. He got the ball to swing, he got the ball to seam. He generally bowled a very good line, picked up an early wicket of Jaiswal, and then always when he came back, bowled 6 over spell the first spell. He's come back after a hamstring and bowled a second division for Surrey for just one match and then into this game. And so I thought he did his job, certainly. So him apart, a lot of the others struggled for line, struggled for a good length. Overton, for example, it wasn't a pitch to bowl short on. I didn't think it was a pitch that suited consistency in bowlers that bowled up to the bat. Even if you were getting driven, that's okay because you can set fielders straighter and you can cope with that. And at the same time, if you're moving the ball, you bring the cordon into play. So it was one of those days for accurate bowling, and we didn't see that for a lot of the time, as you say. Tongue got it right twice, probably, in the time, and picked up wickets because of it. But other than that, it was all over the shop. Lots of wides. And Overton too short in the first spell. Came back. There were rain breaks too throughout the day, so the bowlers could remain free.
They had so many about. The ball didn't go soft.
No.
It kept swinging. So many things went in England's favour. Yeah, they didn't bowl perfectly. Karun Nair, I want to get a special shout out to him. Not only is he not out, I just thought he was the one who understood the assignment. It's tough. I need to play the ball under my eyes, and I don't need any extravagant shots. We saw with Jarrod playing a big extravagant shot and getting himself out. There was no reason to play that on this wicket. England were giving them plenty of opportunities, and it was tough. But Karun Nair, finally, we're seeing why he's been brought back into this Indian size.
Yeah, 8 years absence, had one big total before that at Chennai, and now has got a few little 30s or 40s which showed some promise. Here he's had to work in conditions that are vastly different from the other 7 or 8 innings that they've had so far, some of them, in this series. So it's a working, really hard working day for batsmen today if the bowler gets it right. So and as a saying, really only one bowler did that.
They won it. They get the bonus with Shubman Gill's wicket, though, didn't they?
They did.
Have you ever hit the ball back to the bowler and run yourself out?
No. I've done a lot of other things that were silly, but certainly not that.
That could have been almost series defining.
Oh, it couldn't. Absolutely.
And
Well, we don't know yet
Yeah.
because at the moment,
they've at least fought themselves back in.
they have, and they've still got two perhaps batsmen there, haven't they?
Yeah.
Sundar, who's just made 100 and is fighting quite hard as he normally does, is quite organised in defence. And Nair, I think he's played the ball, as you say, under his eyes. He doesn't tend to remove the feet greatly. He allows the ball to come to him, therefore. He played his signature drives that we've seen, and he's tucked the ball nicely when the bowlers have got too straight. So that's really what he's done. And you don't need to live on more than that. You don't need to go hunting for the ball to score runs. You wait for a bad ball and you try to put that away. Forget what's gone on in the past, wait for a bad ball and then get onto it.
This is an inexperienced bowling attack from England. So Chris Woke's injury, which happened just there, I think, in front earlier, we're hoping that he's okay, but that looks like a bad injury. So they've got some troubles there. I would say, all things considered, this is India's stats. Right now, they might still be behind in the game because it's still going to be better to bat in the second.
Yes, it is.
But they've made more runs today than I thought they were going to, especially accounting for that terrible run out.
Yeah, 63 overs for just over 200. So you're talking, what, of just over threes throughout the day. And they're in the game.
Yeah.
And that's the important thing. On a difficult day, India are still in the game. If there's a partnership that can just push a little bit harder, they haven't quite got the number of seamers, have they?
No.
Well, now it's a bit more even. No, it's
Injury, team, isn't it? Yeah.
Now it could be. We don't know what that's going to, how that will turn out. But 3 seamers, very important that I think Akash Deep bowls well and Siraj bowls well. Krishna, he's going to have to change his natural length, which tends to be shorter. Yes, exactly. A little bit like Overton, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. And after that, really, it's the 2 spinners. So, look, we're going to have to wait and see this to see how far India can progress this innings.
As Jeremy said, we will see how many more wells of moisture we can get from this pitch tomorrow.